not
girls?
healthy. Confusingly.
You fuck them?
I have under the 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 guidance of a man. I've never
Threesome?
had sex with a female, just one on one. And I blame my adoptive mom for that because I feel like, she didn't give me the option to know, do I like pussy or do I like pussy because you like my pussy? You feel
Yeah.
me? She confused me, man. So
Like your adopted mom like was fucking you.
yeah, her and her husband.
God damn.
Yeah, like a little sex doll. They used to come get me out my crib to bring me in the room. And my sisters used to look like
Wait, how old were you?
an infant, a child. I wasn't even walking when it started.
Falling, dreaming, talking in your sleep. I know you want to cry all night. Showing doing so much. Falling, dreaming, talking in your sleep. I know you want to cry all night.
Hello, hello. This ain't even... Alright,
Oh, flame. More fire. They say call upon it and it shall show itself to you. You need a flame, you got flame. You feel me?
We're gonna get into that. So, welcome to Big Bro Patio Talk.
Thank you.
I am your host, Big Bro. And this is my guest. State your name.
Truth Booth.
True.
Jessica, Truth Booth. Jessica, the Truth Booth. They say it correctly.
How you come up with that?
You know what? I actually didn't come up with that. Someone that I know very close to me came up with that. And they walked up to me while we was working in about 2015 or 16. He's like, you know what? Truth Booth. The way he said it, like, he said it so hard, like he really believed in it. You know? You're like, that's your name, Jesse. Truth Booth. I looked at him, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's it. That's it. The fact I don't have that LL... Let me keep that to myself. Anyway.
What you gonna say?
The fact I don't have that LLC yet is ridiculous. Because that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People have Truth Booth podcasts or whatever the case may be, but somebody affiliating that into their actual name, I haven't seen that yet. You know what I mean? I haven't met too many Booths in my life. And that name comes with a history. That's supposedly the last name affiliated with the man that shot down Abraham Lincoln. John Wilkes Booth. Yeah, I was in the New York court in the Bronx, and when the woman called my name to be seen, she said that to me when I was walking up to her. She said, Jessica Booth? Hey, here. I start walking towards her. She's like John Wilkes Booth? I said, hey, if that's what you want to, you know what I'm saying?
I never even knew that.
That's what you want to tie that into, do you, boo? You feel me? I don't got nothing to do with no John Wilkes. I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know Abraham Lincoln.
How you spell it?
Booth, Booth.
Oh.
You can put that in with a lot of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Truth Booth. That's just, so yeah. That's who I be.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there's some history behind your name.
Absolutely.
That's what's up. So what are you?
Ethnicity wise,
Yes.
I'm adopted, so I don't have the full history on that.
Mm-hmm.
But I get asked a lot in passing everywhere I'm at, like, what are you? You know, that's the question. Like,
Yeah.
that's the question, you know? And I understand that somehow that's supposed to set me apart from Americanized black women, so to
Yeah.
speak. But if I could really be funky with it, I am an American, not black, because black means non-existent. And there's a whole history behind that
Yeah.
word. I don't like to affiliate myself with it.
Yeah.
We are melanated. That's what I consider myself. A multi-dimensional galactical being
Yeah.
is what I am. I'm not black.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna hold it. Since I met you, you done had like 12 different accents.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you done lost me. Like I can't pinpoint like where you from. Like
So where that come from basically is chameleon, right? You know what a chameleon do?
yeah,
Every atmosphere that
yeah.
they in, they melt into it.
Yeah.
So some things about me come from that, and some things about me come from blood.
Hmm.
I don't know my background, to be honest with you. I heard I was Panamanian. I know there's definitely Caribbean descent in my blood. I can feel it.
Yeah.
The way the ancestors move with me and through me, I can
Yeah.
feel it. I just don't do the whole ritualistic, altars and all that extra stuff that people do.
Yeah.
Um, Maybe I'm spoiled. A lot of stuff just come to me natural
Yeah.
with the spiritual world. So sometimes that makes me lazy to feel like I don't have to put the work in to do what maybe I do need to do a ritual or a spell, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
to align certain things proper. But I don't know. That world gets interesting. You have people visiting your bedside at nights. You start doing ritual
Yeah.
magic. Yeah, you got people want to talk to you while you 2 in the morning. Now you got dead people, type of interesting entities
Yeah.
trying to communicate. And I'm not trying to take it that far. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
What you believe in?
I believe in the universe. I believe in universal law. I believe in live and let live.
Mm-hmm.
Universal law is very simple, and if we followed it, the world would actually run really like smooth. You know what I mean? Real,
Yeah.
real cool, calm, and collective. But people don't understand universal law, so they run amok and they listen to their government and all this weird shit.
Absolutely.
I'm anti-government. I just recently dealt with some tickets from 2014 that's been restricting me from getting a driver's license. I never really gave a fuck about a driver's license. If I want to get in a car and drive it, I'm gonna get in it and drive.
You like a more.
I'm just not with the, I don't have
Yeah.
the paperwork. But yeah, absolutely.
I found out like my grandfather was a more. One of my grandfathers was a more. Yeah.
It's a lot of work and
But he was like really really important.
yeah.
Yeah, like, and my mom had just found out, like, she never knew that about, like, her dad.
You know what's interesting though? That really like just baffles my brain is how much we have to work and pay. Like we have to pay to tell these people that have us as a business corporation. That's what our names mean to them.
Yeah,
We're a business. You know what I mean? We're not people. So
exactly.
they don't treat us as such, right?
Exactly.
But the fact that we're literally standing on our land, indigenous, I don't see that on check boxes when they ask you your ethnicity. They say black. Do you know a Caucasian can easily be a black person? And they are. All they
Right.
do is reversal mind magic and all type of,
Yeah.
I'm pretty well versed with the way this world works. I have a complete understanding. And it makes it hard to move through life because people look at me like I'm fucking crazy. And
I
I'm not.
feel like, me personally, like, 'cause I was having a debate before with somebody, and I was telling them, like, because they said they believe in God and stuff, whatever, and so I was like, who is your God? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, have you ever seen God? Like, you never seen God? I'm like, you listen to another motherfucker who sit here and give you a picture and said this is God, and they never seen God, and they listen to somebody else who never seen God. I'm like, this shit is a lot of
Right.
this shit is made up. I don't believe everything. I do believe it's a God, but I don't believe that's my God that they try to show in front of you. I think God is like me is in you. I think it's like got to do with the world, got to do with just more than just it's everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
and it's also your self conscience. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to tell him. I feel like God is just self-conscious.
That
You have
voice.
that voice in your head. You gotta
It's
that
two of them though.
you got a devil and you got a
It's two of them.
God. That's your God and
The
devil.
first one is the one you're supposed to always go with. And I have fell victim many times
Yeah.
to hearing that first one and going with the second. The second one sounds so soothing and comforting and no, everything is going. The first one is like, cut the bullshit. Stop what you're
Yeah.
doing. Do this. You're going to be good. The second one is like, nah, everything is good, Jazz. Just do this. You feel me?
Yeah.
And and it's a comfortability in that voice, almost like being nurtured by your mother. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you mean well for me. And no, because you make that second choice. Anybody in the world could speak testament to that. You make that second choice and not the first one, life get all crazy and real bad real quick.
Yeah. For
You know?
sure. You always got an option.
That's a fact.
You always got an option.
Always.
But the thing was, so the whole debate was because when he said it, he was like, we was talking about like Diddy, right? So I told him, I was like, honestly, I don't give a fuck for real, because I'm like, that don't got nothing to do with me, like that.
Right.
I'm like, that man he got his own hell coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this shit happen every day. This shit happen next door to you. This shit, and nobody gives a fuck, but y'all give a fuck so much because it's Diddy. I don't care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all act so surprised like this shit don't go on. You know what I'm saying? I know plenty of people who done got touched and raped and all types of
Right.
shit.
In real life. Because
real life.
Hollywood is not real life to me.
Yeah,
It's all
but then
scripted.
I'm like, y'all so quick to judge Diddy, but y'all got uncles in y'all families that's worse than Diddy that y'all know. You know what I'm saying? But don't say shit, but go in there and judge Diddy so
Yep.
much. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then all these old niggas, they act like they wasn't in there freaknik and raping them bitches. That's why they fucking shut freaknik
The
down.
mystical days?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The mystical days.
You know what I mean? In Atlanta. Like, but they on here judging Diddy and shit.
Right.
Now, yeah, he deserved whatever coming to him. But that's why I'm saying I don't give a fuck, because all you niggas is like, it happens so much. It's like, bro.
It's because the amount of money that's
Exactly.
attached to him is why it's so important to the masses.
So we was talking about God and devil and stuff like that. I'm like, listen, he listened to his devils. You know what I'm saying?
That's
He gonna have his own hell as karma for everything. Whatever whatever he gonna go through, he gonna go through. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he gonna go through
Nobody escapes it.
it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna escape it.
No one under the sun escapes.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm just trying to be better than I was yesterday. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So we was talking about like how God forgives and da 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 da, and then he kept saying God don't forgive. But I'm saying, you saying you're a Christian, but you saying God don't forgive. Like, it was like weird. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he forgives, but you gonna go through your own hell to when you do.
You know what's really interesting?
What?
It don't take long to break down these people's Christianic God. Okay? He wants you to himself. He's jealous. This, that, the third. Starting wars over what a female on her menstrual would do. And you talking about God Almighty. Like, stop. I'm sorry. It took for me to be raised by who I was raised by for me to question that whole situation. Because I was raised in a church. In church 3-4 days a week. Doing revivals. Tent services. You know what I mean? Like, full throttle in it. But then I'm looking at who I'm being raised by. Abusive, pedophilic, masochist, if you want to get funky with it, for real.
Yeah.
My adoptive mother is a psycho.
Yeah.
And you know, people bump into me and they always tell me how well my manners are, and you know, I'm just such a nice person. And I'm like, it's interesting. I was raised by a psychopath, but she did instill the manners. How to treat your elderly, la la la, blah blah blah, all that. So I carry myself a certain way, but you know, I have other parts of me too that's like, you know.
Yeah.
But I said all that to say, that's what broke me open into spirituality. Is, oh, you're a Christian, and you abuse me, you sexually assaulted me, you allow bad things to happen to me, but you go to this church.
But that's what I was saying. That was the whole thing. And I wasn't even talking about just Christians. I was talking about Muslims. I was talking about any religion. I'm like, I know people who sin, because he was talking about, he was talking about sins and sound like I know everybody sins. That's what I was trying to get at. I'm trying to tell him like everybody's gonna sin. Nobody is perfect. You can't tell me one perfect person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Even
Like
the
you
ones that try
can't
so hard
try
to
so
pretend,
hard, pretend
you're
whatever. You
still not.
can't. You're
Try
still
again.
not. You know what I'm saying? You're still gonna sin. So I'm like, whatever you believe in, I don't care what you believe in. What you could believe in what you believe in. You could be Christian, you could be Muslim, you could be whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like you should just know like some shit is to control. And you just gotta know it's boundaries to it. Some shit is
That's
installed
why
for you
I say
to
I
be
believe
controlled.
in universal law,
Yeah.
because I don't believe what man is talking about. I have the understanding of what the space and place that we
Yeah.
are in.
Because we talking about books and stuff, but what if it was no books? What if you never
You
read
gotta
a
go
book
with the
and
feeling in
you're
you. You gotta go
exactly
with you. Not what your friend said, not what your mama said. You know, I love you, mama. You feel me?
right?
But I gotta go with what feel right for me to do. And okay, if I fucked up this time and it wasn't right, all right, bet. Okay. Grace for giving me another day to figure this out.
Yeah.
That's the blessing I realized in waking up the next day. Because I used to be one of them, wake up the next day and be just mad at life. Just looking around like, fuck, I'm awake again. But I started to learn to really appreciate and understand, like, you might have had a shitty bad day the day before, but now today
Yeah.
you have a whole brand new day to be different than whatever, you know what I mean, happened
Yeah.
yesterday. Yesterday don't exist. When people start talking to me about past shit,
You said it. So you being a doctor and stuff like what age was you
I got more like snatched than adopted. But
snatched?
yeah, the lady that adopted me knew my mother personally, my birth mother.
Yeah.
My mother was 19. By the time she had me, she had 5 kids already. At 19. The woman that adopted me, you know, had some things going for herself. She was more established. She was older. I feel like she took advantage of the situation. And the fact how I know this to be true, because I see what she did to my older sister with her children.
Yeah.
She gets deep. So yeah, snatched. She knew that my mother was in a really vulnerable, you know what I mean? Not
Yeah.
right situation or state of mind. And she took advantage of that because she knew that the state was going to pay her for us, 4 of us. And that's how that went. Yeah, so I had a very interesting life growing up. I feel like my whole neighborhood, though, honestly, was like an experiment. Just
Where
like
you
the
from?
projects. Cliffwood, Mattawan. Well, I don't like to say I'm from there because that's not what's in my blood. That's
Yeah.
where I was raised. That's where my upbringing happened.
So what age though?
I was 2 when I got adopted.
And you grew up there since what, 16, 17?
16, yep, out of there. Had the cops come to the house. Please, can you ask this woman, may I leave? And then she will not come after me once I leave. Cop signed off. Cool, you can go. Low-key emancipation without the legalities.
Yeah.
You know? She still got me drug out of a hotel after that, though.
Damn.
Yeah. That's another story for another day.
So you lived a rough life.
I've lived, how I like to look at it now is an interesting life. Growing up, yes, rough, hard, you know? Like,
You went to school?
I stopped going to school after I started realizing that, you know what, honestly, me dropping out of school, I'm not even going to say it had anything to do with my spirituality. It was just me moving fast through life and me thinking of school like, yeah, I don't need this. And just stop going, you know? Fuck it. What do I need it for? And thus far in life, I haven't needed it.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I made a horrible decision. Yeah, I see people with higher degrees, but you're stressed out and you're unhappy and you hate your boss. So, you feel me?
Yeah.
I'm what they call a gypsy, in a sense.
A gypsy.
A gypsy, yeah. Gypsies don't have any solid foundation where they call home. They may have friends where they can go pop up on, and when you get that hug from that friend, that's home.
That boxer gypsy. I can't remember his name right now, but he a boxer. He beat the Browns.
I don't really watch boxing, so I wouldn't know who you was talking about.
He beat Wilder.
Okay.
The one that knocked out Wilder. He a gypsy.
He's a gypsy. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
And he was talking about it like I think they like really like free spirit.
Very.
People. Yeah.
And people misunderstand us in a lot of ways, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of ways. And the fight is fighting through that, you know, getting past that. The judgment, the misunderstanding, the I live a certain type of lifestyle and people don't understand it.
Yeah.
So instead of maybe trying to understand, they just judge like, ugh, yuck. No, thank you. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of females like me is real indifferent from a lot of you squares. I'll say squares. And I'm going to say that because anyone that is listening that understands the vocabulary will know why I said that.
Why would you say that?
A square is a square, and who I am is who I am.
What's a square to you?
A square is a in the box type of individual. You know, they just in their box. They don't want to broaden horizons to their thinking, their movements. You know, they just stay.
Yeah.
And so, when you're a square, you tend to judge very easily and very quickly. Instead of trying to have a slight comprehension, like, oh, okay, I could understand why.
Yeah.
No, squares just immediately like, ugh, yuck, no. But squares will get fucked for weed and Hennessy, you know, opposed to somebody hollering at me in the street, hello, sir, yes, how you doing? Damn, I'm liking what I'm looking at, little mama. And that's all well and fine. My time is not free, though. You understand?
Yeah.
A square don't understand that vocabulary. My time is not free.
Yeah.
They look at people like me like, ugh, you what? That's the wrong way to think, for real. And it depends on what you're out doing your thing for. Like, you know, we have women that just need drugs. And they on the side of the street like, hey, baby, can I get a little... You feel me? That's they think. Cool. You understand? What's that song by UGK? Ooh, right? He said, bitches fucking up the game. You in the club fucking for $40. You fucking the game up, bitch. You know? It's a certain way and etiquette about life you're supposed to move in. I put a certain respect on myself and my vagina.
A price.
Yeah. And people think like I'm a harlot or a Jezebel.
So like, but I mean like, cause it's all right. So like, would you date?
Would I date?
Yeah. Do you date men? Like,
yes,
or do
I
you...
date. I don't date. I don't believe it's safe or responsible to date a client. But yeah. But here's the misconception with that. I just came up with something on my Instagram, actually. Not just Instagram, but something I wanted to come up with. The misconception of a hoe. I wanted to start the chronicles of that to really break down and understand, you know? Because people I don't really think understand. Like I said, it's levels, right? So you got your crackhead whores, how people like to say. And then you have your higher echelon, you know what I mean? Then that's when you're calling them escorts, not prostitutes and hookers. Understand? It's how you're carrying yourself. So, misconceptions of a hoe. I was going to come up with a whole little monologue behind that to help the people understand a little bit better. Just because you see, yeah, I'm shaking ass online. Yes, my ass is out. I love my body. I don't have any shame in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If your child can see me, then you're not supervising your child well enough. And that's not my problem. Get them out of here. You know what I mean? If I ever think I came across a child on my page, block, quick. You know what I mean? So other than that, if you're on my page, you're an adult and enjoy. Pretty much.
So, but you don't think that's like... I mean, that's how you live though.
Okay, I'll put it like this. People have to choose their battles wisely, right? Okay. So from the background that I was brought up in, sexual abuse and trauma, right?
Yeah.
Mental warfare, verbal warfare, all that weird shit as a kid, you know? I'm fighting battles as a little person. So as I get older, I have a decision to make. Do I become one of those females that, because a guy was like, oh, you so sexy, ma, can I get in that pussy? And now I'm just like, oh my God, yeah. And now I'm getting fucked just because he said I was pretty. You know, that happens to females that have been
Yeah.
Violated as children. There's a category that we all fall in, and it's a few. It's not just one or two. It depends. You have the females that turn into, AG/dykes. I don't know the proper term these days. Don't really give a fuck, to be honest. If I didn't say it right, come see me. I don't care. I don't all the terms and all that weird shit these days. I don't really. I'm old school, so a homosexual woman. You feel me? But anyway, there's reasons why people move and live their life a certain type of way. And my fight in life in question is, who would I have been if that didn't happen to me? Would I have been, or would I have some type of virtue to my shit? Like, oh, no, what? No, don't even look at it. Don't touch me. No. And there's women in the world that carry themselves like that because they was not sexually violated. They don't know what that feels like to have that taken away from you. You get me? So now me and the place and space that I'm in is simple. I take my power back. I, from a child, have learned that I exude a certain sexual energy about myself. I could have sweatpants and a hoodie on and be chilling, and whoever I'm around, if it's a male, is still gonna want to fuck with me. It's something that just oozes up off me, and I have that understanding. So listen, I got bills, you got needs, we got what's up. It's that simple. Like, I'm not about to play myself short for a quick nut. That's stupid. Nah, it's not worth it. For that, I'll go pull the fucking
But you never thought about settling down?
Absolutely. I've been selfish in that area in my life because I meet somebody, the vibe is all the way extremely there, and I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm not fully respecting the perspective of the man that I'm dealing with. That's like, bitch, you sell pussy for a living. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I fucks with you. I love you even. You know what I mean? But what more do you really want? Like, and it's so interesting because the men that I get involved with, it's always some Fantasyland fairy tale shit. Like, they show me in my face, that it's a us thing. We're together. Like, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when the real live conversations come up, because I'm always the one with the questions, it's not the nigga. They gotta wait for me to say something. I'm like, so, babe, I noticed, it's just been a little weird lately. They're never the ones that say to me first, Jessica, I feel this, that, the third, and this about that. I'm a very overindulger, maybe. Like, I'm very honest and open. You know what I mean? So going into me, anybody on a personal level, that's the first thing I tell them. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? I have restrictions, rules, or blah, 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 whatever.
When do you start?
When do I start?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Selling.
What age?
Yeah.
I was 17.
What major?
And I got baited. I was living in Neptune with a family, a boy I was dating, and his family. Remember when the booths had the flip phones?
Yeah.
That thick ass black shit. I was on there when they had that chat, Air G or Hooked or some shit. I'm scrolling or whatever. I see something pop up about making $1,500 in one day. I nudge my sister like, yo, what you think this is? She's like, I don't know, find out. You know what I mean? We sleeping on people's floors and couches. Like, she thinks she my mom because social services gave her a paper that she signed that said she was my legal guardian. You're a year older than me. A year older than me. I'm 34. My sister's 35. Stop playing with me. You know what I mean? You're not mommy. She tried to play that role. So, anywho.
Wait, y'all blood?
Different father.
Because you said four. It was 4 y'all.
It's 7 of us all together. Rest in peace to my older brother. He passed away.
Yeah.
But 4 girls, 3 boys.
Okay.
I don't really know my brothers like that. Yeah. I don't know my mother like that. She called me a stalker, and I was good on that.
Yeah.
She said I was stalking her. Yeah. Anyway. Where were we?
So you and your sister, you nudge her.
Right, how I got involved in the business. Okay, so she told me interact. Find out what's up. I'm interacting. Now, the way my demeanor and how I speak right now, before this life change happened to me, I was very how do they say, suburban, very articulate, very proper, like
Yeah.
what? you know, moved to New York, shit changed quick. So that's the other persona in me now. That this person, I was not this person. I talked to somebody on the phone after I moved to New York, and they hung up on me, and then called back. Jessica? Yeah, yo, what? It's me. They're like, no way, yo. I'm like, yeah, it's me. Like, what are you talking about? Why do you even? They like, what? You said talking about? Like they repeated, the accent I had. I didn't have no New
Yeah.
York accent growing up in Cliffwood, New Jersey, my whole
Yeah.
life. So anywho, um, the man who's actually my child's father, presently, was the man that came and picked me and her up. I responded to the little ad or whatever the girl was putting up. She said that, there was no sex involved. We would just be escorting wealthy men on dates. Brunches, lunches, dinners. I'm like, oh, for real, like Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
I said that to her. She like, yeah, like that, girl. I was like, okay, cool. That sounds great. What's next? We get picked up by my black ass baby daddy. He in the passenger seat and his associate. Coming to find out, he the boss the whole time, flipping roles, doing some weird shit. He did some weird shit. We ended up in the Bronx. 17 in New York, first time. I don't know shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm all valleyed out. Me and my sister like, yeah, girl, we're here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like white girls, I'm telling you, that's how I used to talk. Like, it's very interesting who I have become. She ended up talking him into keeping half of our bread. He was pimping. You know what pimping do? Pimping take everything.
Yeah.
Everything? Everything, okay? So how we splitting funds down the middle and all this weird shit? I don't know. It happened. She ended up leaving me out there. He wanted to fuck on her and fuck on me.
How old was he?
My daughter's father.
Yeah.
Shit, I might legally get that nigga in trouble. Well, I ain't say his name on here, so we good, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Things wasn't all right.
I mean, that's between y'all.
I could disclose the information because I haven't said his name, so that's still private,
Yeah.
Yeah. But 35-17 ratio.
God damn.
Yeah, so my daughter's father right now is about 50. And I'm 34.
God damn. That's insane.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm like,
You know what I think of every time I think about my life? It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life.
but do you feel like you said, all right, so he picked you up.
My very first appointment, you want to get into that?
So he basically pimped you.
Yeah, absolutely.
How you feel?
About it?
Yeah.
I mean, shit. I was being abused and shit at home, so my brain for the longest time was always telling me I needed somebody to have a strict, iron fist over me, telling me what to do type shit. So me getting my ass beat on by him was like, thank you. Please come again. Like I was with the shits. I even tried to train one boyfriend to teach him how to beat me. Like the fact that I have overcome all that as I'm sitting here right now talking to you is by myself is wild. Cause I wish a nigga would.
But like the fact that you was there mentally is like crazy.
I mean,
'cause,
yeah.
Like that's kind of like that's fucked up.
Absolutely. He tapped my face. I'm like, yo, smack the shit out of me. I get out of line. It upset you. Do what you have to do. Nigga, fucking tap my face. Listen, younger me, mouth super ridiculously disrespectful.
Yeah.
I talk big cash, stupid, dumb shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something that will make a man want to lay hands. Like, you should be able to control yourself enough. But sometimes impulse.
But you started liking that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the liking came from how I was raised. I was being sexually abused and physically abused and mentally and verbally abused. As a punishment one time, my mom had us eat a fucking hot pepper. We not knowing when she's passing us this bowl of green pepper that we eating a hot pepper, right?
Yeah.
What happens a little bit later, about 30, 40 minutes, Niggas gotta pee. We went to go use the bathroom. Piss was the burn, 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 burn. Every time everybody went in there, ah! All you
Hot
heard
was
one after
that
the other
fucking
was
pepper?
screams. It was one of them hot ones. I don't know, whatever green pepper is hot. That's what she gave us. And then told us drink water too.
I never heard of no pepper do that.
Yeah, she was dealing with some military dude. That's what she used to do. She used to implement shit on us based on who she was fucking. So one of her men was in the military. She had us do bends and thrusts, the snake, chairs, which is standing in a position like you sitting in a chair, but ain't no chair underneath you.
Yeah.
Hours, days. I lived a very interesting life.
You was in boot camp.
That's what it seemed like, yeah. But you took us in, you know? So, hold up, miss. Up until, matter of fact, a couple years ago, you know, I'm thinking maybe I was disillusioned. Like, no one ever touched me. I'm just this, you know, promiscuous, free-spirited, whoever I am person, just out of coincidence.
Yeah.
I went to go do a job for her. This lady slipped $40 down my titties. And I was sober as fuck. I'm not on no drugs. Mine is clear. You just slipped $40 down the front of my shirt. Okay. I wasn't tripping. You did do all those things to me, didn't you? You know?
Yeah.
I'm still healing and dealing as we speak, for real. I'm not gonna lie. But such is life. You know, you either succumb or you find a strategy to get through that shit and move on. I find my strategy, whether people like it or not.
Yeah.
I'm moving on to other things, though. I would like to say that. I feel like I want to grow out of the stage of being known as what it is I do for a living and not known for me, who I am.
Yeah.
You know? In the areas where I stay, people will say two things about me. The bitch is crazy and she's very spiritual. And that coochie good. Them three things right there, that's a fact. That's a whole, that's why I'm true booth. That's, you feel me? Nothing but the truth over here. I don't.
So do you believe in whores?
Whores. I believe in the sacred whore. Sluts is you know, the bitch that's fucking, what they call them. I when I be joking with him, I call them loose booty. Loose booty bitches. But back in the days, they called them floozies or tramps, sluts. Them type bitches is the one that like know that shit nigga, but still be brushing the ass all up on him and, you know, trying to be all.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, what's your purpose? What purpose is you serving to the planet, for real? With that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? I do bait in a way, but I don't force. If you have a lady and you choose to make an appointment with me, what you and your lady have going on is none of my business. I've heard so many stories.
Yeah.
You know, so many stories. In my whole career, I've only had one woman. Did you see John? She was so upset and I felt bad. I felt really bad for her. I'm not gonna lie. I never had to experience that before, so, you know, you're supposed to keep that separate. I compartmentalize. I'm gonna need for you to do the same. I know how to separate. I'm not catching feelings for you or getting all in your mix or minding your business. Don't interrupt my shit.
Do you feel like, you know, alright, so do you feel like it is girls that's not like, that don't like sex? Or do you feel like everybody loves sex?
If there's trauma involved, that could be very possible. You know? We say that women only go two ways, or even men. They either turn gay or go super hard in the sex shit, right? But there's a middle ground to that too. Some people just might abstain altogether. Like, yeah, nah, I'm good. Y'all fuck me up right here. That means that person could acknowledge early, very early, like, there's some things, strange things that happened to me as a child. It's fucking with me now. So I'm going to abstain from that so that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not affecting myself or others with the trauma because sex is, oh my God.
Some people
That
can't
thing
control.
is crazy, and it's not the same for everybody. You know,
It's
you can have
not.
sex with somebody and it be bland and boring, and then you can have sex with somebody else, and that shit is just like wow, wow, wow. I'm like just fireworks, like oh shit.
But it's so crazy because a lot of people can't like control their sexual desires, though.
Now, see, that's where a misconception of a hoe would come into play because they would think because a woman sells her body that she does not control her desires, and that's bullshit. That actually helps us to control the desire right there. You set your ground rules, what you will not do and what you won't do. If you're a free for all type of escort, no disrespect, and I'm not judging, that's just a very risky life that you're living. That's scary. You know what I'm saying? GFE bitches. I don't fuck with the GFE bitches, I'm not gonna lie. Don't be mad at me, y'all.
GM.
GFE is girl. Just in case any of my GFE ladies is watching. No disrespect, but GFE stands for girlfriend experience.
Girlfriend experience.
You know what that means? Raw, doggy, kissing in the mouth, all that touching, loving, and caressing, you know? The only caressing I'm doing on the body when I'm working is a good massage. And these vagina walls is going to massage you. You understand? That's all the caressing that you really need for real. All that laying up and laying next to you, if you not it, if you not him,
So do you don't think body counts matter?
no. But it depends on who you're talking to. A paid escort, right? I look down on people and I'm working on it. That just fuck frivolously for free. How dare you? And you're judging me? You're just out here giving your shit up for nothing, for a thrill, for a feeling. I'm choosy with my shit. When I'm giving it up for free, you got to know that it's just, you know, listen, it's that right now. It's that situation. Other than that, listen.
So you saying like, alright, if you'll have a nigga that you fuck with, he get it for free. But anybody else is just straight business.
Business. Don't try to get too Listen, I don't even know how I've been in business so long with the way that I am, for real.
Yeah.
It's just the vibe. It's the energy I give off, you know? It has to be. Because somebody try to touch on my titties.
But do all the
I'm
guys
pushing
like
hands away, like, nah.
do all the guys that you talk to that know what's going on stay? Or do they eventually
They end up being too reckless with how they giving themselves away. That makes me look at them, and now we have confrontation, and now every time we talk and see each other, it's confrontation because I'm looking at you.
how they give they stuff away?
Yeah.
So you let them do them.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Who would I be to be like, no, you
so
better not?
Wait, so how you get mad about how they give they stuff away?
Okay, because if I have restrictions and boundaries for myself, and you are the person that I cross those restrictions and boundaries with, I would think that was an agreement between us that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know?
So you like fucking raw.
Yeah. Intimately with someone that absolutely.
So like if somebody paying you not fucking raw.
Nah, we don't play them type of games.
Yeah, but the person you're dealing with, you fucking raw.
Yeah.
So he could fuck off, you just can't fuck raw.
Yeah, don't bring nothing back. Don't, you know what I mean? And if we catching feelings now, I don't know. Shit gets weird with.
But nah, I understand what you're saying though. Like I really fuck with it though, because at the end of the day, like I'm not paying because I feel like I'm a vibe myself. So fuck that. You know what I'm saying? This shit, you gotta pay for this experience. Shit, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I'm coming, so I'm not paying. But I understand it because like the girl I'm dealing with, I could be dealing with a girl, me and her fucking raw. I already know she 9 times out of 10 you gonna be fucking off. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be fucking off. You know what I'm saying? But we still dealing with each other. I know I'm fucking you raw, but I'm fucking other chicks. You know what I'm saying? So, but instead she fucking niggas for free. You making niggas charge if you fucking off. You know what I'm saying? Because these bitches gonna fuck off anyway.
Put some respect on my name.
Okay.
That's what.
And not all people. I don't want to say all females is like that, but I just think like they gonna do it anyway, and they usually do. They might slip up, you know. Like that's how we all grown, and they want a lot of females want their desire. So I ain't judging. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like if you gonna do it, charge it to the game.
Listen, like I told you, I'm old school, right? So I don't really understand this whole dating mixy ass. I'm fucking him, I'm fucking them, I'm fucking her, I'm fucking them, we all fucking. I don't. That's why when things get a little mixy or weird with my person who I'm like that with, I feel like my world is falling apart because I'm not about to try to go. I don't want to go seeking or find that again. I need it. It's like therapy for
Yeah.
me to have that with me being in the business that I'm in.
But do you feel like you could ever settle down with one man?
Absolutely. Hell yeah. I'm on that path and that journey as we speak, to be honest with you. I'm about to do something that my brain told me, what? 9 to 5, regular job? Bitch, that's bum shit. Is you dumb? But I'm about to embark on that journey right now. And I feel like
Yeah.
it's necessary and it's needed. So, yeah, I'm about to get up off these streets. You know?
I wish you luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Because it's
It's going to be an interesting journey, but it's more, I never really looked at the soul toll.
yeah.
Because the body, what you call it itself every 7 years any fucking way. So that's why bodies and all that don't count. Now, if you got trash ass coochie or trash ass dick, that's just what it is. Trash dick could be worked on. Trash vagina, I mean, you could rejuvenate it with a surgery maybe, but I could never consciously get a surgery on my pussy, and if somebody's enjoying it, feel wholeheartedly like I deserve to appreciate how much they appreciate it,
Yeah.
Because I got surgery to do, man. People go inside me and be so surprised. And that shit is interesting.
Yeah.
Because they think escort prostitute, I got a loose ass vagina. Don't never do that. Always keep your mind open.
I ain't gonna
to
hold you. That never
possibilities.
that never made sense to me. I don't think that part makes sense to me because I can see you have a nasty vagina. Like if you fucking mad niggas raw, you could have a nasty vagina, this and that third. But loose, I'm like, shit, I know some females who like they probably been the same nigga for years and they fuck them probably 3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Some people got
just,
that snatchback. Some people don't have that
you know what I'm
snatchback.
saying? So I just feel like your pussy gonna be your pussy. Either you got
That's a
that or
fact.
not. But it could be a nasty pussy if you just fucking every nigga raw.
I just, you know what I speak on for the most part? Because I speak very confidently and very, I don't know, some people say know-it-all-ish.
Yeah.
I speak off experience and my intuition and a feeling. Because feelings are important. People talk about, fuck your emotions. But literally, emotions is what makes every decision in everybody's life every day.
Yeah.
How you feel in that moment is going to decide on the next decision that you make.
Yeah.
So an emotion was in there. So when people
You don't
be
get
like,
scared though?
about what?
Like, it's dangerous out here. It's a lot of shit.
Listen. Dig me. Hey. Yeah, check me out.
I was saying.
There's something in my spirit
Yeah.
that just don't call for that. And when I do have to, what they call kick up on somebody, yeah, voice get real baritone, real deep, real quick, real serious. And people understand, let me get the fuck away from her. Yeah, I think you should.
No, I ain't talking about that. I'm pretty sure you can hold your own.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure ain't nobody fucking with you.
What you mean dangerous though? In what way?
I'm talking about dangerous, like, condoms pop.
Yeah, they do. Here's the thing too about that. I believe in manifestation. I believe in laws of attraction, right? I believe in what you believe in is what you are, who you are, what becomes you. I don't believe in sexually transmitted disease, right? I
Do you
believe
get
in
tested?
spiritually, absolutely. But I believe in spiritually transmitted disease. You understand? If somebody's not living right and you're dealing with them, yeah. So if that includes maybe a foul, but fucking smell coming from your coochie, hey, bitch, you might want to check who you're fucking, and not necessarily because they gave you a governmental sexually transmitted disease. I don't look at it in that fashion. So, yeah. When I was young, I contracted STD, 2 actually, in my teenage years. I went to the Dominican Republic, being grown and fast.
What part?
Trichomoniasis, Dominican Republic. Puerto Plata.
Puerto Plata?
Yes.
So.
My mother made me ride that one out. Hard body.
You were selling yourself over there?
Nope. I didn't even know nothing about that. My older sister was actually doing that. And I used to always see her come in the house with phone this, money here, clothes, this, that. I'm just watching her like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, you never even finished the story? How
Doing.
you got you and your sister? So you and your sister got started together?
My twins. I have sisters that are twins, and one of them came with me on this journey. We get out to the Bronx. she's asking. We was raised by a very highly intellectual individual, and our IQ is pretty high.
Yeah.
So we observe and pinpoint things really fast. So Janelle's observing and watching, and she's like, bam, bam, like a microscope on him, like watching him, watching them. By the time he gets to the Bronx, she like, yeah. So I think that you know, I don't know about you keeping all the money. She told him that from the very first day. He looked at her like, bitch, I'm a pimp. Fuck is you talking about, right?
Yeah.
Very New York with his shit. At least a week into that, we was getting about 95% of the money, and he was taking what was left. And I kept asking her, how did you do that? Because he really was, 10 toes down, like 10, 15 bitches in the stable, pimping. Like, anywho, everything was going great for a second. We was getting money. And then he tried to fuck us both, and she wasn't with it. And she said, I'm out of here. Are you coming? I said, coming where? You remember where he picked us up from? Sitting outside Bougie House with the Tupperware with all our clothes in it? Where are we going?
Yeah.
I'm getting money right now. That's when my personality and my energy started changing. Like, this money thing started creeping up on me and started taking over. I'm like, wait a second. You know what I mean? I'm not going. So she left me and went up to upstate New York. I stayed with this individual. And this world is more vast and deeper than people want to open their brains to understand. A lot of people we be talking to ain't really even real people. They are what they call NPCs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she ended up
He's not even real. No spirit,
the money.
no soul, no nothing. Just there. Taking up space to distract and confuse you from the task at hand. Yeah, it's a task at hand here. And it's vicious how they set this place up, man. This shit is mean. I just, I think about it every day. Like, wow, y'all really, yeah. And things could change to any direction, any given moment, however they feel like it going.
Yeah.
And they said we signed up for this. I find it hard to believe that I was like, sexual child abuse trauma. I'll take that.
Where you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years? Shit, rich as hell. Sitting somewhere real peaceful and just like, that's where I see myself in 5 years. I want a 2-story RV somewhere.
You believe in 50-50?
50-50?
Yeah.
I believe in 100-100. You're giving 50-50, you're not giving all yourself to the situation. You're giving a percentage, half.
Exactly.
They say that 50-50 is supposed to make the whole 100, but no, each side is supposed to give 100. Now we talking a different conversation. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Yeah, right? You feel me? At 50-50, I don't understand that language. That's what they call 3D vibrations. I'm trying to surpass that.
How many kids you have?
I have one. Well, 2, if you want to count the abortion that I had, which I do. Because that baby came and spoke to me spiritually, so I have to count him.
I understand that.
Yeah.
How old is
my child, my daughter? She'll be 16 on the 29th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
16.
16.
How old was you? 17?
I was 19.
19?
Yeah, 18, turning 19. A lot of women, some women don't get happy pregnancies. I didn't get one. I was miserable. Yeah. But I knew I wasn't getting rid of her. He was like, get abortion.
You only been pregnant twice?
Twice, yeah. After that abortion,
you used condoms.
I felt that, and somehow spiritually, I feel like the universe, or me just being stupid, getting an abortion under a black market law, that if you get a free abortion, they can sterilize you without your permission.
Yeah.
It is a slight possibility that happened to me, because I do want another child, and it doesn't seem to be in my reach at the moment.
Why not?
Like I said, if that law, that I found this out years after I got that abortion, because after I got it, the ladies around me was telling me how they was in pain and their stomachs was hurting. I felt nothing. just numb and empty. And then a couple years later, I read that if you get an abortion in Manhattan free, they can sterilize you without your permission. So while I was under the knife, they could have easily sterilized me. I woke up. They don't have to tell me.
Yeah.
Because it was free. No insurance or nothing paid for that. I walked in with an ID and got an abortion and walked out. So, but.
Alright, so. Okay. Interesting. Alright, one more question. Now, if your daughter was to decide to make the same
I already have that
choices,
synopsis in my head.
how would you feel?
Never the hoe, always the madam. If she goes down that road, she is going to be a madam. She's not going to be a hoe. You understand?
Yeah.
Her mind construct the way she is, who she's being raised by. Nah.
You'll be okay with it then?
Okay with it? How do you accept and love your child without saying what the fuck is wrong with you? You know? Because she could do anything. You could be anything. Just because...
But you could have been anything.
Yeah, but I feel like Kaylee is afforded certain advantages that I wasn't. A peace of mind, for starters. A time and a space to actually grow and know who you are and what you want.
So if you could go back, you would make different choices?
Yeah. I would say no. If I can make the choice to never have been abused as a kid, I would have loved to do that.
Yeah.
But that's what starts, right there, bam. Once the innocence of a child is taken away from the child, that child is no longer that same child. Now you are dealing with a different entity, species.
So you just, I get you. So you, it's not a right or wrong thing with you. It's just more that you accept it. You know
Creature
what I'm
of
saying?
nature, they say?
Yeah.
Creature of nature or creature of habitat, or there's a saying. Yeah. Absolutely.
You found the way to make peace with it.
Absolutely.
Your peace.
Yeah. Because otherwise, like I said, the other side of that would be anybody that told me I was pretty or cute. I know somebody very personally that lives like that.
Yeah.
And I'm sad for her. Because nigga, no. What?
But did you this lifestyle made, because you did say you was depressed?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did this lifestyle make you depressed?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The origin to the lifestyle, the doing of the lifestyle, the mental damage, the spiritual damage, the judgment from other people. You know what I mean? It's a lot, and only the strong will survive. So.
And that's why you wouldn't want your daughter to go through it.
No, absolutely not.
Part of you.
Absolutely not. I would. I don't want to say on this talk show right here that I would get violent with her if she told me that she wanted to start selling herself. But it would never sit right with me, ever. Because I am the living proof and example of what you need not be.
Yeah.
I'm living it right now as the blueprint to show
My
you.
dad used to always say something like, I did it so y'all have to go through it.
Yeah. And I'm not necessarily saying that I'm living my life like this because I'm doing it for her to have a blueprint.
Yeah, but
I'm
it's
just living my life. Like I'm just trying, I'm in constant survival mode. Like I keep hearing all this soft girl era and BB. That's bitches that got their whole family, that got somebody couch to go sit on when life is just beating their ass up, and they're just like, oh, I just need to go home for a second.
You just never had that.
I'm not that I can go home chick. Yeah. I still got the same grandfather that was diddling and fiddling. To this day, we can't be. When he came home from work, matter of fact, it was interesting because he took me, and I told him my background.
Yeah.
So when I'm in the house, this creepy nigga pulls up. So when I come out the house, he asks me, he like, is that the nigga you said did what he did? I'm like, yeah, why you asking me that? He like, because I could feel that shit. As soon as he got out the pickup truck and walked in the house, he could feel he was a weirdo. Like, it's just something in the aura and the energy of people like that you could just pick up on. Yeah. But as soon as my mother noticed that he was home from work, she started shuffling and buffling me out the crib. Oh, okay, well, time to go. And you're leaving? All right, come on. Stranger danger, bitch. That's how I think of her. Stranger danger.
Yeah.
And that's weird because, like, I lived with you my whole life. I was her favorite.
You ever felt like you needed therapy?
Absolutely. And I tried it. And
You
it was
tried it?
cool. And then something abruptly will happen in my life. And then I'll have a manic episode. I am mentally ill, unprescribed. Like, I don't take medication because I feel like that fucks us up further. I don't feel like they give us medication to help us. You suppressing and a whole lot of weird shit. And then that type of stuff also could lead to addiction. I like to fight and face my shit head on so that I can be stronger for it at the end. Because if I'm doing it, like, I smoke weed, I drink my drink. I'm not gonna lie, I do have a slight alcoholism problem.
Yeah.
My adopted mother was an alcoholic. And
How often you drink? Like, did you wake up drinking?
yes. But like little, you know what I mean? And then I start telling myself, stop, don't touch it again. You know? Don't go back there again. You know what I mean? But yeah. And
But
that's as of lately.
it's like
that
you
type
always
of-
been like that
No.
when you start drinking.
Just trauma. Just shit just kept, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
holy, what's the nigga name that be knocking shit out? Evander
That's
Holyfield?
so crazy because we just was talking about that on the last
sorry, what now?
podcast I had with my boy Kevin, and we was talking about how like people, like how drugs and stuff, like people start, going through so much shit, then they start doing drugs, and it's like you gotta really find peace within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really gotta, like, cause like sex, drugs, all this shit,
Yeah.
you really you get addicted.
But
I don't even think you get addicted, it just become a habit.
I don't know. Sex with strangers, I don't care what nobody says. If you're out in the world having sex with multiple people, you are an unhealed creature. Period. To have two, you know what I mean? To have a little rotation or whatever. People like, I like this one, I like that one, I might like that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to just be out in the world just like, oh yeah, I want it.
This,
and
this,
just
that,
fuck it,
that.
Yeah, that's unhealthy. You know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to be building relationships. And when people hear that word in today's world, relationship, they automatically
feel
get
like you
defensive.
healed?
Like, nah, I don't. Me? No. I am faking it until I make it. But I'm doing my best to not impose damage to the earth and to the beings that reside here. I'm trying my best. I really am.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like, for example, if my energy is off and I'm not right with me, I don't take appointments. I don't even care about money, love. I'm not going to take that appointment because I know I'm about to pour all this shit off on you. And sometimes in desperation, I have taken appointments with funky energy and shit that went all bad. You know what I mean?
Tell me a crazy story. Or tell us a crazy story.
A crazy story. I got a couple. Let me see. Okay, when I first got into the business, pimping was supposed to be holding a bitch down. I go upstairs in this apartment building in the Bronx. You know, the rule of the game is to get your money up front. If you're not giving me my money up front, I'm walking out the door. That didn't happen. I called down to pimping. Boss, he ain't trying to. Well, do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? Get the money. So you're not telling me to leave this apartment. Nah, do what you gotta do. Okay, cool. So I guess that means I still gotta suck this dick whether I got the money or not. You know what I mean? I'm young, naive. I don't really know too much. $35 that ended up being, and he was being threatening. And actually, you know what? That's not even the worst of the shit. That just made me look at my daughter's father stupid crazy and start questioning him. That's what he didn't like. Once you make a weird move on me, now I got questions because I will blindly trust you at first, maybe. If I feel like it's like this, like, you know what? All right, daddy, you got it. Yep, whatever you say, I'm following you. But the moment, like what happened with me and him, I started looking at him different ever since. And I asked him, what do you do? While I'm upstairs in these places or here or there, you're downstairs with a fucking computer in your lap. I have to deal with this shit head on. If a nigga's a psycho, if he wants to try to kill me and bury me under the bed, I have to face that. So, really, what am I paying you for? I got my ass beat up that same night. I guess that was supposed to put me back into submission mode. I'm a very bullheaded individual, and that's usually for the Taurus horoscope. I'm a Sag.
Sag.
I'm a Sagittarius. Yeah, and our energy is very strong.
They compatible with Aquarius.
Oh yeah. You know what? I feel kind of egotistical when it comes to the horoscopes. I don't get into other people's until maybe I'm involved with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The only one I really give a fuck about, and it might sound fucked up, is mine. Until I'm
It's so crazy.
involved.
I know it's sad. She cool as fuck.
Yeah. We also got
and
that flip side,
she
though.
just like, yeah, I could tell, but she different though in her own way. Like she cool as shit.
Yeah.
But she definitely like she think different. Like I fuck with her.
Outside the box. People call me strange, weird, crazy. I accept it all. Just don't lie on me. Say what it was for what it was. Okay? If it didn't happen like that, don't do that.
That's my thing too. Don't lie on me. Like if
Yeah.
I do what I do, like I don't give a fuck. Like I really don't care. I don't care if I did something, I did it. I don't care. I'll own up to it. Don't give two fucks. But
Right.
do not lie on me.
Don't
That's
do that.
my biggest thing. If I did not do it, do not say I
Don't do
did that.
Because I go to war behind that.
Yeah.
I will go to war behind
It's
that.
something about like lying about. Like, bro, I don't like that shit. If I did it, I did it. I don't give a fuck. I'll say I did it.
If you a scary type individual and you hiding behind whatever you got going on, that's your business. But don't dare you ever include me in that motherfucking goddamn blasphemous shit, because I don't play like that. I take that shit there's a couple things in life I take very seriously. Loyalty, communication, I take that serious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I say I'm gonna do something, god damn it, I could be hanging on to life, half dead. But if I said I was gonna do it, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't feeling that well today. I had an interview at ShopRite. Old me would have easily been like, yeah, I don't feel good. Not going. I could really feel the universe kicking that fire up under me like, bitch, this is different. You need to get up and you need to go. You need to handle your shit.
Yeah.
Because life is about to take a different turn for you. Yeah, it look petty and small right now.
Yeah.
But just wait and see. Just wait a second. Give it a minute. It's gonna do what it do. You feel me?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to be too anxious looking for that, because I know it's coming. I can feel it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be excited working my little part-time fucking $15 an hour job. Like, and you could have, anytime anybody brought up a job to me, I felt disrespected. Like, fuck you, shut up, stop talking.
How
Job?
much?
I'm not getting a job.
How much pussy going for these days?
It depends. It depends. It depends. You got bad bitches in Newark selling it for $40. That shit broke my heart. I tried to go to Newark and, handle a couple things, and people was hitting me up like, so it's 40, right? What?
$40?
Who told you that?
How much is usually?
I asked them, who told you that? Okay, so regular price, I think, is $100 for a short stay. Well, and this is lowballing regular price. You understand? The fact I've been in a business as long as I have, and I have to resort back to these prices, it's not a good look. 100 short stay, 150 half hour, 200 for an hour. Somebody like me is not supposed to be, no. It should be just a flat hour, 500 to 600.
What's the most you ever made in a week?
A week?
Yeah.
Oh shit, my hotel fees was $1,000 a week. I'm still buying food, taking care of my dogs. Like, you know what's one thing I'm sad about? Is I know I've made so much money. I haven't, like, when I see my Cash App in and out balance for the month, damn bitch.
How much was it?
It was like 5 racks and some change, and I wasn't even really busting it like that. That's what threw me off. I wasn't even really checking the trap that much. I'm like, how the fuck you got 5 in and out for the month though? Oh, okay. But when money is going good and, my pockets is looking all right, everything's looking all right, It's not like that right now, so it's just kind of weird in the world.
Well, it slowed down?
It seems so.
Since everything went up, niggas ain't been buying pussy.
And I'm noticing, too, the only ones
the
that's
world
still
broke.
feeding for it, I noticed, is the one raw dog. You raw? I lick you pussy, mommy? No.
Everybody raw dogging now.
Shit.
Nobody using condoms.
Yo, I went up north thinking I was about to check a trap. I'm like, yeah, I'm new up here. I'm definitely about to get this bag. Every other text, I got at least 20 texts in less than an hour.
Yeah.
Every other text was, oh, I can fuck you raw? Bareback? BB? BBJ? Like, yo, who is y'all out here fucking that y'all is consistently asking this to me?
That's
I'm
crazy.
ashamed of the business right now.
Yeah.
Ashamed. That's why I'm glad. Look, me and my little ShopRite job, we about to be
But that's
okay.
why I asked, was it scary? Because I know, like, everybody raw dogging that shit
I
in
don't play that.
Texas. They were saying
I don't put none of that. And guess what? I'm double checking.
like
Putting hands between
77,000
legs.
new HIV cases.
You gotta check the dick for the condom because niggas think they slick and they'll try to slide that shit off on you. They hitting you from the back, they'll try to slide that shit off. I do a hand test. While they I slide. If I don't feel no latex, I'm jumping up on you and we have a problem now, sir. That happened to me one time.
You
He got
slid the
nervous and
condom on?
scared. Yeah, he slid that shit off. And my intuition, that's what's interesting about the women's, not even women, fuck that. Because they try to use that as a gender battle. It's intuition, period. Because men get intuition too. That's the first voice. You just choose to listen to it or choose not to. So when they be like, oh yeah, the girl knew because her women's intuition settled in. Nigga, it's just her intuition. It don't got nothing to do with male or female. But my intuition will tell me, he slid that shit off, Jess. And it's talk, listen, that voice talk like a regular modern day voice. You know what I mean? I be wondering sometimes, like, it's not holy and like, art thou for their beseech you, heathen. You know what I mean? The voice is not talking to me like no ancient ass old motherfucker. It's talking to me like in the times I'm living in. So I guess to make it more relatable. You know what I mean? Because if somebody was talking to me in my head in some old ancient accent, I'd be like, what the fuck? I might think I got a demon in there or something, you feel me?
That makes sense.
But anywho, so I listened to my intuition, I checked, and I was right. I was right, man. I'll be right every time listen. Every time something tell me da 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 da. And the times that I do not go with the da 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 da, life gets real fucked up and real bad. And then later I want to cry, God, please help me. That's that weird Christian bullshit. Now, because life is fucking you up because of decisions that you made that resulted in this.
Do you pray?
I pray. Yes. I talk to the sky. I talk to the universe. Me and the sun have a very passionate relationship.
Yeah.
Very. Like when I sit in the sun, it feel like making love, but not in a sexual sense. It's just a very deep, intimate connection with the sun. Yeah. I just let it, but I stand in the sun so long, especially when it's super hot, so long that my skin start feeling cold. Yeah, it's a very interesting experience. I sun gaze. I hold my eyelashes open, my eyeballs open, and stare head on. Now, I gotta be careful because these days, they putting artificial suns in the sky and stuff.
Yeah.
So, you stare at the wrong thing.
Well, I'm gonna ask you a quick question, right? We're gonna pick a card. Game is in 3 categories.
Okay.
Mind fuck, vulnerable, and intimacy.
Say that again?
Mind fuck, vulnerable, and intimacy.
Mind fuck, vulnerable, intimacy. Got you.
Yeah. Which one?
Oh, I gotta pick one.
Pick a category.
Mind fuck.
Mind fuck. What's your most cherished memory?
When I won an orator's competition.
A what?
An orator's, O-R-A-T-O-R-S, orators.
What was that?
It is a speaking competition. You have to have a piece of literature, and you have to recite it, whether it be a poem, a book. I chose this book called The House That Had Enough. I was 7 years old. I won first place. It was a big deal,
Yeah.
And I was the house that had enough. Like, I can vividly remember my little tiny self reciting. That's crazy. That even just came up. Yeah. Yeah. And my stupid ass, I won a $100 savings bond that over every 5 years I think increased. So by the time I was 17 or whatever the case, it was only like $500. But I should have let it sit. I didn't. I ran away from home. Called my mom, like, let me get that savings bond. She's like, are you sure this is what you want to do it? Miss, let me get that. You feel me? I don't even want to talk to you for real. Just let me get my money. And I blew that shit when I should have just let it sit and appreciate, you know? So, yeah. That was a good thing and like a regret wrapped in the same thing. Even though that's not what you asked. But, yeah, one of my most cherished memories.
Okay. Interesting.
You could take this from me. I can't light it. It's not lighting. Here's your lighter.
You want to pick another one?
Yeah, that was cool. I like that.
Mindfuck, intimacy, or vulnerable?
Vulnerable. Let's get vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
I don't mind getting a little vulnerable.
Oh, I should have answered that question too, right? What is
Yeah, that
one
would
of
have
my
been cool.
cherished
Yep.
memories. One of my most cherished memories. I don't want to say my son being born. That's corny. Duh.
Say how you feel. Don't matter if it's corny.
Nah. That's just corny because it's duh. But I want to say something else prior to that.
Okay.
I'll say like I remember me and my dad. My dad used to take me and my brothers like out like dirt bike riding and shit. Like I don't know, it was something about those moments like that shit felt like I don't know, it's like a lot of moments spent with like my dad would be like mad cherished, bro. I remember. And my mom too, but since my dad passed, it's like those like
I get you.
yeah.
Yeah. The ones you really want to hold on to.
Yeah, right now it's like I remember a lot of shit he told me. A lot of shit he fucking told me. I'd be like, this nigga was right. Like he was right.
I'm trying to tell my daughter that. Like, I know you might think I'm crazy or whatever, but like,
yeah, at the
don't
time,
get it twisted.
but
What I'm telling you is real.
shit,
rap.
a lot of shit I'm seeing, I'm like, he was fucking right. Like, so it's like a lot of moments I'm cherishing all them shits right now.
Yeah.
You feel me? For sure, I have to say that. What is your biggest regret?
Not being a full-time mom to my child.
Not being a full-time mom to a child.
Yeah.
You're honest.
Very. That's the only way that you heal and break through and be who you need to be.
How is she? Is she like...
She's a great kid. She's just, she has emotional disturbances. She's like emo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's black?
She's African and Jamaican and Panamanian. That's what they said I was, you know? And then I met my sperm donor, who I thought all my life was either dead or deported to Panama. Come to find out, this creepy little guy has been living in Pennsylvania my whole life.
Yeah.
My aunt, Lulu.
Yeah.
I named a dog after her, didn't even know. But anyway, she the one that found me. Talking about, I found you for your father. Okay. So, you know, instant reaction is, oh my God, my dad, oh my God, you know, excitement, bam. Real me set in very quickly. Nigga, wait a minute. Let me ask you a couple questions. First and foremost, you had me and my sisters are a year apart, different fathers, right? My sisters, 3 of them, their father had his head blown off in front of my pregnant mother, who was pregnant with my twin sisters at the time of his demise, right? The responsibility of that murder was the woman that adopted me. She was responsible for why that boy got his top blown off like that. She wrote a book about it, No Bread in the House. That's another story.
Hey, shout out her book.
She ain't published it.
We cutting that shit out.
She ain't published it. This shit still is in black and white typewriter right in a shelf somewhere in her basement. She knew better than to develop that. That would have caused her all type of issues.
Yeah.
Because she really did play a dirty hand in that situation. And now you have acquired, in his death, 3 of his children that you about to make money off of. I wasn't even a thought yet when their dad was killed.
Yeah.
Here comes my little pervy dad. He's a pervert. You heard me. Xavier Brown. You hear me? You're a pervert. Watching my stories online with me shaking ass and titties. Hearting them. I came out this man's boss sack. You understand?
That is insane.
Super insane. So that's why I'm calling him out the way I'm calling him out. I look you right in his camera. You dirty bastard. Anyway.
That's insane.
I had questions. Why would you fuck this lady right after her husband got his brains blown out in front of her? What persuaded you? My mouth is... And then he started talking crazy to me, and it instantly clicked. That's where I get my disgusting ass mouth from. You. Because he started talking to me crazy. Yeah, I'm dicking and fucking your mother down. He's like... Yeah. I'm like, wait, how do we even get there? You ungrateful little bitch. Yeah, let me get it. Because I knew, you know what I mean? I like to do that. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I ignite a small little fire
Yeah.
to see the real person, you know, because people put on their little mask and no. Let me just ignite you just a little
That's
bit.
toxic.
Just enough, not really. Because if you're, what they call pump
You just want to see
faking,
how they is when they mad. That
don't
tells
pump
you a
fake,
lot about.
no.
Nah, when somebody mad, tells you a lot about them.
Absolutely. But not even just mad, in disagreement,
Yeah, like
in
how would you handle a
discord.
situation?
Yeah, it's
Like,
not always just I want to see you get angry and
yeah,
upset.
I understand that. I do that too. I
Yeah.
just want to see how you gonna handle it.
Yeah, I'm careful and safe of mine. I try to be.
Yeah,
But my
cause
energy.
I can't just trust you. I gotta put you through some
Oh,
little shit. You gotta
absolutely.
go through
Absolutely.
something. You gotta earn this shit.
And both people play, you know what I mean? Whoever you're
Yeah,
dealing with is playing that game and you playing that
exactly.
game. So it's just who is going to play it better. Or are we going to be neutral and transparent and just keep it a buck with each other
Exactly,
so
and
we
that's
know
where
that we're
I'm
not
at.
even playing those games?
Exactly.
Because why are we playing
And
games?
I think that's when you just grow up. Like when you grow up and realize
That's
that.
it.
Cause I realize that now. I don't even play games. I just tell you what it is and what
This is
it
what's
ain't.
happening.
What
Da,
it.
da, da. But you know what gets confusing? This is my problem these days. I have pretty much down packed. If I feel like somebody just want to fuck with me and you're not interested in me, I'm not interested in you. Move on. You know?
Yeah.
Bye. I could disconnect and do my thing. Things have gotten a little confusing lately because given all the signs of I want you, I need you, you know, love you. But then in the same breath, I told you I ain't want no relationship. Okay, well, that's cool. But stop acting like we in a relationship then. Because that shit gets a little confusing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to have the boundaries. Or maybe that's the universe's way of telling me to set boundaries for self.
Yeah.
Stop worrying about what they're doing and worry about what you're doing. And if you worry about you, then you'll set the boundaries for you, and then you implement them, and then they'll see you're not fucking around. Like, hey, we're just friends, man. You don't get to tongue me down, fuck me raw, break my back. You know what I mean? You get a little and go, or none at all, for real. I don't know though. I'm a very passionate person, so
Yeah.
sex, I don't play with it. You know what I'm saying? You know how in relationships and shit, people get mad at each other and they want to play sex games. Like, I'm not fucking you because fuck is you talking about? Mad and all. My nigga pull up on me like, but yeah, I know let's go work that out over here. You feel me? We're gonna go work that out. That's a healthy way to get aggression and shit off. Like, I don't think people should play dick and pussy games with one another. That's
You
just
like
not
girls?
healthy. Confusingly.
You fuck them?
I have, under the the guidance of a man. I've
Threesome.
never had sex with a female, just one-on-one. And I blame my adoptive mom for that because I feel like, she didn't give me the option to know, do I like pussy or do I like pussy because you like my pussy? You feel me? She confused me, man. So
Like your adopted mom was fucking you.
yeah, her and her husband.
God damn.
Yeah, like a little sex doll. They used to come get me out my crib to bring me in the room. And my sisters used to look like
Wait, how old were you?
an infant, a child. I wasn't even walking when it started. My sisters used to think
damn.
that,
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
yeah, it's just, they used to think that they hated me for a long time. They still hate me now, matter of fact. Let's keep it a buck. Sorry, y'all. But y'all know me. So, yeah, I already know. I love you. Mwah. In case they see this. But, they didn't like me for a lot of years. And like I said, still don't. Because they used to think that I was just a favorite and that she just loved me so much and loved me better than them, or whatever the case may be. And it's not that.
Was it happening to them too?
No. My older sister, they was doing sadistic, masochist type shit to my older sister, man. Like, out of all the four of us, because we're all dysfunctional as fuck. Like, if you met us, you would be like, okay, yeah, these girls have been through something. You feel me? Because everybody is in a place in life, I'll say. My older sister, I honestly feel like has it the worst out of all four of us.
Yeah.
She don't remember what happened to her. She is in the mind frame of like a 17 to 18-year-old child.
Your parents, they need to be locked the fuck up.
Yeah. They're raising my sister's nephews right now. I mean, my sister's children, my nephews. Don't ask me how. Because in New Jersey state law, she ain't supposed to have no more kids in her house. But there they are.
Insane, bro.
There they are being raised. Anyway, Yeah, I don't know. I think it's that last name for real. Booth. I brag
That's
about
their
it.
last name.
Yeah, the guy.
They black.
Yes, the grandfather has a big ass mole in the middle of his face right here. He call it his third eye.
Where they from? They from Anaheim?
No, they out of towners. Supposedly Brooklyn, but I think it stretched out a little further. Like my mom originally was from Texas, but she ended up in Brooklyn. I
What's
was
their
born in
name?
Manhattan. Who? My mother,
Mm-hmm.
Denise, and her husband, Rodney.
They both like they
This nasty ass.
both last name Booth.
Cause she married him. Her last name originally was Brown.
She ain't related to me, cause my last name.
Well, Brown is common. Brown is
Yeah,
common.
my
I
family
know that
originated from
Booth
Alabama.
is affiliated and associated more with Caucasian bloodline though. My original last name though, from my family, my mother and them side is Salters.
Man, y'all find them and get their ass locked the fuck up. Say this. So you never like? Why you never press charges? Or
We
anything?
did all that, tried all that. Got put in foster care. Some wild shit happened to me in foster care. That shit was in Asbury Park Press News. They ended up one sister rebutted the whole case because she was in a group home, and Denise and the grandmother was going up to the group home bribing her, like, please just drop the case and we'll do this, we'll do that. The caseworker came one day and just, I was like, nope, none of it never happened. It ain't never happened. They dropped the whole
So you always felt like you never had a voice?
case. Absolutely
Or saying.
not. We went right back into the bullshit. Now we getting treated super, super bad. Because now, you know how the word they use today, the ops? We was the opposition. Now, you done told on me, tried to get me locked up, tried to get me put in jail. Oh, yeah, we not fucking with you little bitches.
Yeah.
So, and I was her favorite, so she was so disappointed in me that I was the head of the fucking force field. I'm tired of this. Once I realized what she did to me, I flipped on that lady so fast she ain't know what happened to her because I was her sweet little precious kumquat is the nickname she has for me.
You've been through some shit.
That's just kind of creepy when you say it out loud. It's a flower, but it's still creepy. A kumquat, and she calls me Quatty.
This a Netflix special.
Yeah, I would think so. I would definitely think so. And the
Damn.
story not over yet, though. That's the best part. See, next chapter is thriving me. You know, I'm trying to push
Yeah.
past all the pain, and I just want to thrive.
How do you get past? Like, what is your
Sex therapy.
right now?
Yeah. That's how I'm getting past the pain.
You think that's healthy? How are you mentally?
I try not to think about it too much. And when I do, I cry. You know? And then I wipe my tears and I tell myself, shut the fuck up, it's gonna be okay, we got this. Move on. You know, I've done a lot of compartmentalizing. I have so many fractured pieces in my brain.
You have friends?
No.
Why not?
People get weird. I'm weird. People get weird. They don't understand me. Shit gets weird. I don't trust nobody. My intuition speaks to me too loudly. You come around me on some weird shit, I'm gonna call it out. What's up with you? People don't like that. I'm an authentic, like, real ass friend. You know, real person.
Yeah.
People don't fuck with that these days. They're like, yeah, she's weird. I went somewhere recently, well, over the summer, and there was a little tiny baby praying mantis in this person's house. It was that big. I've
Yeah.
always seen the big, large ones, you know?
Yeah.
So to see this little tiny baby motherfucker, and it was on my shoe. So I got my camera out, and it's on the shoe, and I'm filming it like, look at this shit here.
Yeah.
The person who house I'm in is telling him, like, yo, what's up with this weird ass bitch? The fuck is she doing? His
Yeah.
insecurities displayed onto me that I was being a weirdo because he had a plethora of different bugs in his house that I wasn't even fucking paying attention to.
Yeah.
He had mad bugs in his house. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. But he making it seem like I'm being weird because that shit astonished me. Like, it caught me off guard. Like, yo, I never in my life seen a praying mantis that big.
Yeah.
And everybody else I was around wouldn't have gave a fuck if they stomped him out and killed his little ass. I cared. I didn't want to kill him. You know what I mean? So now I'm like consciously thinking, like, where is he? I don't want to step on him. Is y'all going to step on him? Where he at? You know what I mean? But I'm the weirdo. Heard you. Okay, cool. But you'll step on it and kill it just because it was in here.
Yeah.
But I'm weird. Okay. You know? We live in an
I
upside
don't
down
think
place.
you weird.
I don't think I'm weird either, but
I
that's how
just think
people...
I think everybody go through this shit. I don't think anybody weird. I just
I do.
think like no, it's some weird widows
We got
for
Jeffrey
sure.
Dahmer type level people.
But I also think it's just like, for instance, like that's why I said with the religion shit is like, I'm not God. I can't judge you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if I can interrupt real fast on that.
Like, hold on, nah, right now.
Okay, go ahead.
I can't judge you because I'm not doing. You gonna go through your hell regardless. You gonna go through whatever is meant for you is gonna happen. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not for me to judge you. Like, that's your reality. That's
Right.
not mine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's fucked up that it happened to other people, but at the end of the day, I don't know what that person have done. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what they done in their past life. You don't know if they deserve it. You don't know if God taking away for something better. You don't fucking know. So it's not for me to judge anything. I just do the best I can. That's it.
Right.
And worry about me and what I do and what I believe in. I ain't going with they believe or what society believe or this and that third. No, I go through what I believe in. That's why I always say, like, you don't know. You don't know. And you don't know what's after when somebody die and what they gotta face. Because at the end of the day, you going, if whatever God you believe in, you gonna beg for mercy and he know when you sorry. That's it. And that's why they say God forgives. But he gonna make you forgive. You know, he gonna make it worth his while.
I think death is a state of mind. I think however you left the shell is where life is going to present you on the other side. If you left confused, you're going to have to figure it out. You know what I mean? Walk through the valleys of the shadow of death. Yeah, I fear no evil. You're going to have to go walk through
You're going to have to walk through that shit. So everybody hell is, and I've said this before, everybody hell is different.
That's a fact.
You feel me? Like, everybody hell is different. So something that, like, saying something to, like, Jeffrey Dahmer, speaking on Jeffrey Dahmer, yeah, I could look at that shit like it's fucking insane, but he don't look at that shit insane. You know what I'm saying? To him, it's perfectly fucking normal. I don't fucking know. Only God know. You know what I'm saying? Only God can judge him. I can't judge him because I don't know what he thinking. I don't know his intentions. How can you judge somebody who thinks something is right? Like, you could judge him all you want, but how
you have an understanding that you know that just is not just.
Exactly.
Right. That's not just and fair. Like, you know, you gotta weigh.
Exactly.
Like how they weigh the heart.
Yeah.
In the what is it they weigh on the scale when you die? Is your heart as light as a feather?
Yeah.
Right. And that determines where the next door that you walk into. If that heart drop over that feather, you got some more work to do.
Exactly.
If it balanced, you all right. If that feather tip, you good.
Exactly. So I feel like everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So what's meant to be gonna be. Just be the best you and live your truth.
You wanna hear something crazy? Okay, so I noticed that depending on, like, I'll just pick a random show to watch on Netflix or whatever network I'm watching. And I always notice the synchronicity of my life. That whatever I'm watching at the time, the show could be from 2008. But if I picked it in that moment, it's actually happening in my real life. So, coincidental as hell, I picked the show, and one of the guys' names on the show is Wiley, right?
Yeah.
That's an odd-ass name. You're not going to just bump into somebody, you know, regularly
Wiley.
And meet a Wiley.
Yeah, never met one.
My interviewer at the job today, his name is Wiley. I'm like, yo, supposed to be here. There's no way in the world that I was not supposed to be here right now where I'm at and how it's going. And as he's interviewing me, he was like, you know, I love your personality. Like,
you ever had a job before?
Yeah, I've had several jobs. I work.
Where you worked at?
I've done some warehousing, construction. I worked in a holistic chiropractic office, Family Dollar. I've had odd jobs and I've had good jobs, you know. Winolo, I don't know if y'all ever heard of it, but check it out. Winolo, work now locally. Great app, depending on where you're located. You could pick 4 days out the week, 2 days out the week, 5 days out the week, 7 days out the week. the whole week. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a very flexible, independent contracting app. The only thing with it, you got to pay your own taxes is a 1099.
Yeah.
But it was dope. I enjoyed it. I made a lot of money with them. Just basically, it's about responsibility and discipline.
Yeah.
Keep your word. You said that you signed a contract to show up to work. Go show up for work. If you don't, you a no show or you late, that get docked off your account, and you know what I mean. Too many strikes, you're done, and now you get no more jobs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I fucked with it. Yeah, I work. I just the times that I have worked, I noticed I've always been in New York, and New York is home for me.
Yeah.
Because my daughter's in New York, and living that escort whole life, I don't give a fuck if she is in the Bronx and I'm in Brooklyn. You feel me? My aura just won't allow me to give it up like that. Like, you know what I mean?
How often you see her?
It's been a little minute. This last time, I was with somebody that was more easily to transport. You know what I mean? He was always on the move, so he could easily just drop me off to go see her. It was easier that way.
Y'all get along?
Me and my daughter?
Yeah.
Very much. Very much. We have more so of a spiritual connection.
Yeah.
Then, like, she has the full understanding that I am her guardian, her guide.
Yeah.
I explained to her what a parent is, and a parent is someone that rents their child to the government. And unfortunately, that's what her dad is. You know?
Yeah.
You agree to the vaccinations, you agree to this, to that, to what the government says you should do, you do it. If I was to raise her, it would be a lot of traditional shit going on. You know what I mean? Like, I would want to learn who I am, or even go off based off intuition. Like schools, I don't fuck with schools. When I hear her moan and groan about school, mommy, I hate school, I tell her I understand. But for right now, in this life that you're living, you need to satisfy this for your father. Not even for you, for real. He wants you to do good in school. So me and you both have the understanding that this school thing that you're doing, they're not teaching you what you really need to know to be a productive, melanated being on this earth. You know, meditation, eating healthy eating habits, real life shit, not Christopher Columbus dumb shit. And that's when she told me she didn't like school, my first question was why? Because you know kids, they just don't want to get up early and fucking go sit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's most of their reason. I don't want to get up and so I needed to know so I could understand her way of thinking. Why don't you like it? Because, mommy, they're not teaching me anything that I need to know to be a productive adult in society when I get older. They telling lies. They're not teaching me shit. She cussed like a sailor. She tried to keep it minimal, but she got a little comfortable as of late when she be playing her little PlayStation and shit. Motherfucker, shit, fuck. Listen, I'm the so-called absentee parent, right? Which is interesting because the level of respect that my child has for me with the absentee part being in play lets me know that me and her have a spiritual connection. And it's nothing more than, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that's important.
Where she want to be?
When she gets older?
Yeah.
We haven't had that discussion yet. She doesn't know. Free, if anything. You know, independent. And that's where my mind is kind of geared to now. What can I do to implement a secure future for my child?
She stay with her dad?
Yeah. She was raised by her dad. Which is why when you ask me, what if she wanted to do this when she got older? What I'm involved in. Because she was raised by her father. If she was raised by me and I had her around the lifestyle, she would, hands down. You feel me?
Yeah.
That would be her decision. But she was raised by him, and that's the opposite side of my shit. So that's why I said, you know what I mean? I could tell by how she carry herself. She's not gonna let nobody hold her. Like, nigga, what? I'm not about to, what? Nah. Yeah. She's gonna be the one to be like, nah.
So he's a good father, though.
Yeah, he is. Yes, materialistically. Emotionally and spiritually, he don't understand. So I can't say he's a bad father when it comes to that. He lacks the knowledge. Yeah. And me and him have a pimp and hoe dynamic, so we don't speak. You know, I'm the one that left the stable. So when that happens, in those situations, it's basically like a bitch dead to you for real. Like, ugh. Bitch, I don't know you. Live your life, I'm gonna live my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is, I want to be normal in certain senses. I've had an unnormal life my whole life. So normalcy, to me, is a big comfort.
Yeah.
When things are just going smooth and regular. But then I'm always looking around the corner for shit to go haywire real fast because that's what I'm used to.
Yeah.
You know? Normalcy would be me and him communicating like two co-parenting, healthy-minded individuals.
Yeah.
He doesn't think so. And she's about to be 16, so definitely now, for real,
You want more kids?
I do. One. Just one more. And maybe the universe is not giving it to me because the mindset is like, the first thought is, I just want to be pregnant just to see if I can be.
Mm-hmm.
And then immediately after that is, I want to be, a mother again, but you got to be a mother to the first one before you can have a second one.
Yeah.
So, bitch, what type of mind games is you playing with yourself?
Yeah.
You want a baby, you want a baby, you want a baby. How about your first baby? where y'all at? How's that going?
Yeah.
So, I get very real with myself because nobody else, other people can do it. Shake the finger and tell me about myself, but it's not going to penetrate the way I get at my own self. Like, I'm stubborn. I don't really listen to people like that.
Yeah.
But when, I buckle down and get hard on myself, it's like, all right, you're fucking up and fix it. So that's where I'm at right now. Fixing shit.
Okay.
It's a hard knock life.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us.
Instead of kisses, we get kicked. Instead, we get
No, it is, but
yeah.
I just, I hope everything go right.
It will.
You.
It definitely will.
This journey
I believe
definitely
in that.
will.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
It's gonna go right because I needed to and I wanted to. You gotta will.
Exactly. You gotta put that work in.
You gotta put your will and your way on some shit.
Yeah. I put that work in.
That's it.
Keep striving for it. It's gonna come.
I'm surprised I survived out here in this cold all this time. I'm shaking in my boots.
Man, listen, you survived a whole lot more than this cold. So shit, this cold ain't shit.
No, you're right.
You feel me?
The coldest winter ever. You remember that book?
No.
That's a throwback. The coldest winter ever. I think it's by Zane.
Ain't that a movie? Too?
I
I know that title. Yeah, I do know that title, but I never read it.
Blue, yellowish type cover. It was good. It was good. It was sad, but it was good.
I thought that was a movie too.
Yeah.
Probably.
We were big readers growing up.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
So you had a brain on you, just
very much
somebody.
So, yeah.
You got took advantage of for sure, since an infant.
So the guidance aspect of life is
Different.
It's skewed.
Yeah.
I gotta live and learn hard. Because I don't want to listen to you. Don't tell me what to do. So I gotta go through the hard shit for myself.
Yeah.
Bump my head a few times and be like, oh shit, okay. Nope, don't do that again.
That's different, man.
Yeah.
But I definitely appreciate you for coming to the Big Bro Patio Talk. You could put down where they could follow you at.
Oh, Truth Booth 22 on IG or Jessica Marie Booth on Facebook.
All right. Anything you want? Any advice you want to get out there for?
Advice: live and let live. Don't try to control nobody. You know what I mean? Don't even really try to control yourself too much. Just live and let live.
All right.
Yeah.
And there you got it.
Thank you.
Time to learn my pain, my past before you judge me.